Unit 4. Comparative. Than. Syllable.
Comparative. We add ER to adjectives with one syllable. For example, cheap, cheaper, big, bigger, or adjectives with two syllables when they end in Y. For example, easy, easier, happy, happier. We use the word than after a comparative.
Water is cheaper than milk. Brussels is a smaller city than Berlin. Is your father older than your mother?
No, my father isn't older than my mother. He's younger.
Is Brussels bigger than Berlin?
No, Brussels isn't bigger than Berlin. It's smaller.
Are you taller than me?
No, I'm not taller than you. I'm shorter than you.
Is water cheaper than milk?
Yes, water is cheaper than milk.
Is it colder in Brazil than in Germany?
No, it isn't colder in Brazil than in Germany. It's hotter.
Are you happier at the end or the beginning of the week?
I'm happier at the end of the week.
Is English easier than French?
Yes, English is easier than French.
Interesting. Boring.
Comparative. We add the word more to adjectives with two or more syllables. For example, difficult, more difficult, interesting, more interesting. French is more difficult than English.
Is milk more expensive than water?
Yes, milk is more expensive than water.
Is Paris more beautiful than Moscow?
Yes, Paris is more beautiful than Moscow.
Is French easier than English?
No, French isn't easier than English. It's more difficult.
Is London a more boring city than Madrid?
No, London isn't a more boring city than Madrid. It's a more interesting city than Madrid.
Is studying more interesting than walking?
No, studying isn't more interesting than walking. It's more boring.
Taxi. Take a taxi. Car park. Park. Are taxis expensive in this city?
No, taxis aren't expensive in this city.
Do you often take a taxi?
Yes, I often take a taxi.
Do you prefer going by bus or taking a taxi?
I prefer taking a taxi.
Is there a car park outside the school?
Yes, there's a car park outside the school.
Is it big enough?
No, it isn't big enough. It's too small.
Is parking a car difficult in this city?
Yes, parking a car is difficult in this city.
Why do some people park their cars badly?
Some people park their cars badly because they can't park well.